What it do, Scooby Doos? I guess beating Sunderland at home is not for everyone. Welcome to another Doghouse review. What a game! Absolute end-to-end blockbuster. The entire playbook of how to defend being shown by Sunderland and how to attack and how to be relentless in your pressing and how to just keep on going at it over and over and over again. Passages of play, playing in the fine margins, all of these things came to light in last night's game where Liverpool faced Sunderland, and what a game it was to watch. What a game. Uh Sunderland started the half amazing. They were out of the blocks and they really came at Liverpool with everything. And Liverpool had to hang on for those initial 10, 15 minutes and then slowly started to grow into the game. And once they grew into the game, there was a shift. And that shift just kept Liverpool pressing and knocking at the door and knocking at the door with so many opportunities in the first half alone. I think that half ended with something like 14 shots from Liverpool on goal. And the saves that the Sunderland goalkeeper made was absolutely amazing. You know, the commentators said it, and it was like this for both teams. Both teams embraced the art of defense, and they worked tirelessly, and they put so much of effort into ensuring that they shored up their defenses when it was called upon, and they made sure that there was no gaps, there was no holes in their defense, and they saw it through. The second half starts just much like the first half, with Sunderland pressing, and Liverpool absorbing the pressure and then turning that pressure into a quick counter and finding themselves on the front foot with Wirtz, with Ekitike, with Mo, with Gakpo, all doing their bit to try and influence the game. And eventually, all of their hard work pays off. A corner provided by Mohamed Salah meets the head of Virgil van Dijk, and Liverpool go 1-0 up. And let me tell you something, it was not all smiles after that. Sunderland grew back into the game and they wanted to salvage a point from this. And they wanted to ensure that their unbeaten record at home was intact. But fate did not have it that way. And Sunderland experienced their first home defeat. A team that has held the defense at home so well, only letting in, as of last night, 10 goals in all of their home fixtures. That is a feat that you have to give recognition to, and Sunderland really did an amazing job. Liverpool had an amazing game as well. It's not to say that as much as it was really one-sided when it came to the pressing and the possession stats, Liverpool also really came out and showed their mentality as a team that lost to City on the weekend, to come out and reinvigorate themselves, to not allow any mishaps to breed dysfunction amongst the team. They were able to knit together passages of play that you would have thought you were watching a team that was literally stuck in attack mode, and Sunderland was stuck in defense mode. It reached a point where you didn't want to take your eyes off the game because you didn't want to miss a second of it. Whether it was you were watching for the attack or for the goal, or whether you were actually watching to see how a team can defend when they're under pressure for such a long period of time. And wow, for the neutral, it would have been an absolute spectacle to watch. And so far this season, Liverpool have provided two games that really will have you sitting on the edge of your seat. And that was the Man City game on the weekend, and this game against Sunderland. Absolute pleasure to watch these games and to see this team almost look re-inspired and reinvigorated to try and go out and win something. So let's have it. Who's in the dog box and who is our top dogs for the game against Sunderland? And I want to start with the top dogs. And the top dogs for Liverpool, I'm gonna give it to Wirtz and Konate, and also Mo, right? And the reason why I am highlighting these three players is Mo did a lot of work off the ball. He did a lot of running. He made sure that he was there influencing play. The link up play between him and Wirtz to find each other, to create those pockets of space, and to just keep driving this team forward was amazing. Wirtz being Wirtz again, popping up into these little pockets of space, knitting passages of play together, doing it with such ease, such flair. And lastly, Konate, again, another stellar performance from him and really putting in the shifts now. And it's good to see him coming back to the player that we knew. For Sunderland, I have to give top dog position to Mukelele and Pollard. For me, those two defenders really worked and showed their versatility. They were popping up in spaces, closing down attacks, and literally when it came to standing up and making sure that the holes were plugged in the Sunderland defense, you had Bollard just throwing his hand up and saying, "That's my responsibility, and I'll take it." And as for Mukelele, what a player! I mean, his football intelligence, his ability to pick up the ball and drive at the opposition, his quick creativeness and ability just to unleash a shot at the drop of a hat and force saves, force people to be put under pressure just by him being on the field and being that present. So, yeah, definitely two top players to watch. Who's in the dog box? Well, in the dog box, I'm gonna put Reynaldo. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Reynaldo. And the reason he goes into the dog box for me is, as a player in the Premier League, there's a temperament that you need to have, and you can't be losing your head midway through your challenges. And I think him receiving that yellow card last night kind of just like settled him down a little bit. And to see that he still had that little bit of fight in him, but reserved, and sometimes allowing that fight just to bubble over and put him in a little bit more of a questionable situation. You know, sometimes when you are penalized or when you are fouled, you got to be able to play the temperament as well and just be able to understand that I am on a caution, and if I over push my standing, I could end up being off the field. So those are the top dogs and the dog box. That is the review for our game against Sunderland last night, and again, amazing game to watch and amazing to see Liverpool just press the way they did. It was really, really a good watch, and for all those that weren't backing either of the two teams as a neutral, an excellent game to watch. And yes, Liverpool have finally won another game in 2026, and here is hoping that our team can claw their way into the Champions League positions. We are now 3 points off the top four, 2 points off the top five, and we need European football. Next season is going to be a massive season for us. Um, and I just want to see this team just grow. If this is the flashes of the quality that we can expect, then the new year is going to hail so much more victory, and hopefully number 21 will come with that. But again, if you like the content and you enjoy hearing me rant and rave about Liverpool and how they sometimes get it all completely wrong, and hopefully 9 out of 9 times they could possibly just get it right and be consistent and maybe win 5 in a row, that would be great too. But please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Like the videos, drop the comments in the comment section, and let me know what you think about it. If I am, you know, getting it a little mixed up, or you see things differently, please tell me about it so we can engage with one another. So once again, this is Izo telling you to do good, be good, and if you can't be good, just be good at it.